トスネクスト
Hey there. It's time to enter the world of survival horror. Because you know what's happening? Next month, Resident Evil 2 Remake comes out. And that's a game that a lot of people have been looking forward to for a long time. I mean, really, ever since the GameCube remake of 1 came out. But next month, RE2 Remake's finally happening. And because of that, I wanted to go back and play through Resident Evil 2. Because I have not played this in a very long time, but when it was new, it was one of my favorite games. There's Leon. What are you going to do, Leon? There, push that statue. No, you got it. Keep pushing. No, he doesn't know. He doesn't know. Leon doesn't know. He's a rookie cop. He's not familiar with these puzzles yet. Right, I wanted to play through this game. Oh, was that the entire track screen? There was like barely anything there. Okay. So I wanted to play through this again because this was one of my favorite games back when it was new. I played through it a whole bunch of times, but I have not gone back to it since. So I was curious to see how well does this game hold up over time. Spoilers, holds up very well. I had a great time playing through it, and then I thought, let's just do a let's play of this because it's still a great game. So we're going to do this in anticipation of Remake 2 coming out next month. And, oh yeah, there's Claire. Shoot that cop. There you go. Okay, he fell down. Oh no! That cop's on fire! Push him down. Can't go that way, because there's that helicopter. It's on fire. Oh no. Oh, that's not even, that is not even matched up. They should not have used that for their attract mode. That didn't look good. Like, the two models did not connect correctly. Okay, let's just go to the options for right now. And let me just go to monitor tuning, just so that's there in case I need to tune anything later. Let's take a look at the manual. Is there anything in the manual that we should look at before we get started with the game? Well, I assume most of you know what Resident Evil 2 is. I probably don't need to tell you about it, but just in case you have not played the game before, let's take a look at what the manual says the story is about. It says that the game is about a city crawling with confusion. Imagine a normal Midwestern U.S. town, built at the base of a vast forest. Business thrived here, especially with the advent of several new industries. Heck, you can't find a more peaceful wilderness getaway than Raccoon City. Then the trouble began. And it leads back to when the corporation arrived. Rumors began to spread, and the town was overcome with odd occurrences. Unidentifiable creatures appeared out of nowhere, and fatal accidents happened at an alarming rate. Word got out about a severe accident at a mountain lab. No one in town knew what was happening to their quaint town. The Raccoon Police Department, in an effort to calm the growing fear among locals, recruited several new officers. Leon S. Kennedy is one of the promising new recruits. As Leon prepares to join his new unit, he attempts to contact the captain who hired him, but has no luck reaching him. Unfazed, he continues into Raccoon City to his new job. At the other side of town, a distraught Claire Redfield searches for her missing brother, Chris. Claire begins her search in Raccoon City, the last known location of her brother nearly 2 months ago, only to learn about the accident in the forest. Is Chris still in Raccoon City? Sadly for Leon and Claire, they are completely unaware of the overwhelming world of horror and despair they both are about to enter. So there you go. There's a story. City. Confusing city. It's the subtitle, Resident Evil 2, Confusing City. Everyone's dead and zombies. Claire and Leon don't know about that as they enter the city. Most of the pages in this manual are about gameplay, but there is another page we could look at that tells us about character bios. tells us about Raccoon City's only hope. Talks about 4 characters. First is Leon S. Kennedy. Leon is an idealistic rookie cop. He burns with the need to protect and to serve, and life as a cadet was an eye-opening experience. While reckless and brash, Leon is certainly not as naive as his demeanor would suggest. He is highly qualified for his new job with the Raccoon Police. Ada Wong, Leon stumbles upon this mysterious woman who is quite secretive, yet at the same time, a professional and skilled investigator. She can also come across as condescending, and has a tendency to talk down to those she deems inferior to herself. Claire Redfield. Claire is a light-hearted, articulate, modern woman. While she could be a bit of a tomboy at times, she is somewhat wild. Self-confident and extroverted, Claire is typically the first person to try something many others would not. I don't know what that something is. Doesn't say what it is, so I guess we'll just leave that to the imagination. And lastly, Sherry Birkin, a lonely and insecure 12-year-old. Sherry is quite mature for her age. She was very shy, and when she speaks, she lacks self-confidence and always has the feeling she is lost. Sherry's parents are too wrapped up in their work to heed the emotional needs of their child. Poor Sherry. So, 2 of these characters are, well, actually, all 4 of these characters are playable at some point in the game, but 2 of them are our main characters, Leon and Claire. And they are, apparently the 4 of these 4 are Raccoon City's only hope. So the thing that they have in common is that they are all playable at some point or another in the game. And then lastly, there's another page in this manual that talks about the Resident Evil 2 sweepstakes. Win a part in the movie! Yeah, I want to be a part in the movie. Register me to win. I wonder if anyone won this. Did anyone fill out this page and send it into Capcom and get to be an extra in the Resident Evil movie because of it? I wonder if that happened. Would there be a way to figure that out? I don't know. But I don't think there's really any other pages in the manual that would be worthwhile to look at. So let's go back to the game. You might have noticed this is not actually the PlayStation original I have running here. This is a PC port, generally referred to as the Source Next port. They're the developers who ported the game to the PC in Japan. You saw their logo at the beginning. And it's been modded with something called the Resident Evil 2 Classic Rebirth mod. So what is this? Why am I playing this one? I do have the PlayStation discs. I still have my original game, but I wanted to try this because of a Digital Foundry video that came out a few days ago that said that if you wanted to play this game again, maybe the best way to do it now is with the Rebirth mod. And a few reasons for that. 1, load times are greatly increased. You can actually skip door loading sequences now. When you run from one screen to the next, from one pre-rendered background to the next, there's no pause. In the PlayStation version, there's like half a second between backgrounds as one background loads. There's absolutely no pause at all when you run between screens on this, so things go a lot faster. The FMVs, the pre-rendered cutscenes, are in 4:3. In the PlayStation version, they were letterboxed. The tops and bottoms were cut off. So we see more of the picture of the pre-rendered cutscenes in this version, and they're rendered at a higher bitrate, so that's actually the main reason I wanted to play this version of the game. So we could see those sweet pre-rendered cutscenes. And the Rebirth mod, what that does is it makes this version of the game compatible with modern Windows. It translates the game into English, which, that's very useful, because this version of the game, Source Next, was only in Japanese. The mod adds X input support. I'm playing this game with an Xbox controller, Xbox One controller, and also adds high-res support. I'm playing the game in 1080p, which looks kind of weird because the polygonal characters are in 1080p, but the backgrounds are still in 240p. It's an odd look, but you'll see what it looks like. Okay, what options does this version of the game have? Well, there's original mode and arrange mode. So apparently original mode, from what I read, original mode has the enemy and item placements of the Japanese original version of the game. Arrange mode has the enemy and item placements of the US version of the game. So they're different. Original mode has auto-aim. Arrange mode does not have auto-aim. Arrange mode has items that you can find in the backgrounds that don't appear on screen. like if you search like a garbage can and there's like ammo in it, but the ammo box did not appear on screen. Arrange mode has that. Original mode doesn't have that. I don't know if those invisible items just weren't in the Japanese original. Maybe. I don't know. But there are some differences between these two. If we go to special, all this stuff is unlocked to begin with. Fourth Survivor, Tofu, Extreme Battle, Gallery. We'll take a look at the art gallery a little later. But all this stuff is unlocked to begin with. Okay, what we're going to do is I think we're going to play original mode. And we could choose either Leon or Claire. Now, you could go with either Leon A and Claire B, or Claire A and Leon B. But I always kind of felt that Claire A and Leon B was the path that made more sense. Like, that seemed like the canon path. I don't know if it is, but it always seemed like it was. So that's what we're going to be doing for this Let's Play. We're going to be starting off with Claire Redfield in original mode, and what difficulty do we want? Let's go with normal.
Resident Evil 2.
A bizarre incident occurred in the outskirts of an American suburb called Raccoon City. It was later revealed that the terrible disaster had been caused by the T virus, a mutagenic toxin created by the international enterprise Umbrella Incorporated for use in bioweapon experiments. The Raccoon City Police Department's Special Stars Unit immediately began investigation into it. The case was apparently closed, thanks to the efforts of STARS members Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine. But the Umbrella Corporation's experiments were far from finished.
Finally here.
That guy's a maniac. Why'd he bite me?
Hello? Is anyone here? Hello? Hello? Look, I'm sorry I bothered you, okay? Just don't come any closer. Are you listening? Wait! Don't shoot!
Get down! We can't stay out here. Head to the police station. It'll be a lot safer. There! Buckle up.
Okay. What's going on? I arrived in town, and the whole place went insane.
The radio's out.
You're a cop, right?
Yeah, first day on the job. Great, huh? Name's Leon Kennedy. Nice to meet you.
Mine's Claire. Claire Redfield. I came to find my brother, Chris.
Hey, could you open glove box?
Sure. There's a gun inside.
Better take it with you. You okay?
Still in one piece.
That maniac's gonna whip! Run! Claire!
Leon!
I'm okay. Head to the station. I'll meet you there.
Okay.
Alright, we're just getting right into it. It's Claire, zombies, fire, things went bad right away. So, by the time Claire and Leon get into town, everyone's already dead in zombies. You'd think there would have been some kind of news that would have announced, hey, everyone is zombies. There was not. Let's go to the gun shop. Gun shop Kendo. We'll do one door loading transition. We can skip those now.
Freeze! Who are you? What are you doing here?
Don't shoot! I'm a human!
Ooh. Sorry about that, babe. I thought you were one of them.
What's going on in this town?
Hold on. I ain't got no clue, darling. By the time I noticed something was wrong, the entire city was infested with zombies.
I guess it was a slow day. He was just taking a nap in the back. Woke up and... Oh no! Oh no! Zombies! I guess there was no really any kind of transition between normal and zombie town.
But don't you worry, girlie. You'll be safe in here. I'm keeping a close eye on things.
Well, if he's keeping a close eye on things, I guess there's nothing to worry about. He seems capable, like he has that bow gun and everything. And he's survived this long, so I guess there's no real reason to be afraid of anything. So, with the game at 1080p, you can kind of tell... You can kind of see the items standing out from the background. It's not hard to see what are the items we can pick up. Yeah, we'll take the H-gun bullets. As long as that guy is keeping an eye on things, we can relax and just ride this out. Now, don't worry, he still has his eye on those zombies. He's doing all right. In fact, he's doing so all right, I don't think he actually needs our help. Look, we're new in town. It's fine. We have to find our way to the PD anyway. That's where Leon said we had to go. Alright. I'm sure we'll meet up with that guy again. Good thing people just leave around many boxes of ammo. I mean, that's a joke we can make for any survival horror game. I made it a bunch of times in Silent Hill. Speaking of Silent Hill, people were a little anxious about how much ammo I used when playing that game. Oh, we're using plenty of ammo in this. There's to be no ammo conservation. Don't think about we're going to save ammo. We're going to be wasting a lot of it. Here's some graffiti. Blood on the dance floor. This too shall pass. Above the rim, maybe? That would make sense. There's like an alien. Anyway, let's go. Anyway, we can skip doors like that, which is neat. And it's definitely a lot faster after playing the PS1 version. Going from one scene to the next, you can feel it. There's no pause or delay going from one pre-rendered background to the next. Alright, Gotta interrupt a meal. Sorry, please, excuse me. Sorry, excuse. So Claire and Leon were separated because of their car exploded. So both of them are individually trying to get to the PD. Because that's going to be the safest place in the town. Just as long as we get there, we can ride this out, everything will be smooth sailing. There we go. And of course, the Raccoon City Police Department is incredibly huge and elaborate. We are greeted by a statue that says that it is waiting for a unicorn. And I think there's a story explanation somewhere that says this used to be an art museum. I forget if I'm making that up. I think there was something that said that.
Hang in there. Are you the only officer left in the building?
Who are you?
Claire Redfield. I'm looking for my brother Chris.
We lost contact with him over 10 days ago. Chris, Jill Barry. Every last STARS team member has disappeared. We should have listened to them.
What happened?
About 2 months ago, there was this incident involving these zombie-like creatures in a mansion located in the outskirts of this city. Chris and the other STARS members discovered that Umbrella was behind everything, at the risk of their own lives. But no one believed them.
Are you okay?
Don't worry about me. Just rescue the survivors in the other rooms. Here, take this key card. You should be able to unlock the doors in the hall with this. Now go.
But...
Just go.
Okay. Just hang in there. I'll be back soon.
Not that soon. Because our man is locking the door. Yep. Because he knows he doesn't have too much time left. He doesn't want Claire to come back in. He didn't mention that to her, but, you know, there's the implication. Anyway, he gave us this card. Alright, the hall electronic lock. So let us go to the hall electronic computer. Use the computer. There we go. I like in the lower left-hand corner, there's a window that says test, and it's just like this ugly monster face. I don't know, we can't click on that. I don't know what that is. The middle window shows some sort of lab. That doesn't exist in the police department, but something's being monitored. Yeah, let's use the key. Alright. We could save right here, but we won't save quite yet. Alright, a couple doors we can go in. Let's go into this one over here. You know, Claire was my favorite protagonist in Resident Evil. Like, the whole franchise, I always liked Claire. I always liked it when she would show up in games. So, you know, I'm looking forward to, you know, the new version of Claire in RE2. Oh, Police Memorandum. Let's see. August 23rd, 1998. This letter is just to inform everyone about the recent movement of equipment that has happened during the precinct's rearrangement. Safe with 4-digit lock has been moved from the STARS office on the 2nd floor to the Eastern office on the 1st floor. 2236. Raccoon Police Liaison Department. Let's remember that combination. Now let's also unlock this. Because Claire has a lockpick. And she can use it to lock anything, really. She's really good with that lockpick. We can take a look at it right here. There it is. It's like her permanent item. Yeah, so I always really liked Claire. Until, of course, Joe Baker came along. Because, well, Joe Baker, right now, of course, is the undisputed king of Resident Evil protagonists. I mean, I still like Claire, but sorry, Claire. It's hard to compete with Two-Fisted Joe Baker. I can only hope Resident Evil 2 Remake has a melee mode where you punch everyone. Like that guy right there. It's too dark to punch him. But hopefully, someday we will be able to punch. I like that little scene. We don't get that little camera angle right there again. We just get it the one time when we come into this hallway. Can't do anything with this. Cord is cut. Can't do anything with this. Head is missing. Twist it off, sure. Can't do anything with this. It's locked. There's a spade under the keyhole. There's bloodstain. Can we do anything with that? Well, nothing we can do with this right now. Except run by it. The Lickers can't see us, but they can hear us, and they can do a good deal of damage. So let's just leave him alone for right now. Don't need to go in there quite yet. Now, of course... Oh, hold on. Got some business happening here. Okay, there we go. So, in the original RE2, in the original Resident Evil games, the polygonal character's resolution was the same as the background, so they meshed up well. Like, they didn't stand out like what... you didn't stand out like what you're seeing here. Where the characters are a much higher resolution than the backgrounds. But I think that the playable characters like Claire and Leon, I think that the quality of their models hold up surprisingly well in high resolution. Ah, the safe room music. Resident Evil always has really good music for the safe room, and I don't know if I think RE2 or RE3 has the better safe room music. They're both really good. And might as well put these green herbs away. Oh, there's a note right here. Let's take a look. Operation Report 2. Operation Report September 28th. Early morning, 2:30 a.m. Zombies overran the operation room and another battle broke out. We lost 4 more people, including David. We're down to 4 people, including myself. We failed to secure the weapons cache, and hope for our survival continues to diminish. We won't last much longer. We agreed upon a plan to escape through the sewer. There's a path leading from the precinct underground to the sewage disposal plant. We should be able to access the sewers through there. The only drawback is that there is no guarantee the sewage disposal plant is free from any possible dangers. Spoilers. There are plenty of dangers. We know our chances in the sewers are slim, but anything is better than simply waiting here to die. In order to buy more time, we locked the only door leading to the underground, which is located in the eastern office. We left the key behind in the western office, since anyone who comes in here is going to have to run all around the police station to find the key and then head to the locked door, since it's unlikely that any of the creatures have the intelligence to find it and unlock the door. I pray that this operation report will be helpful to whoever may find it. Recorder, Elliot Edward. You know, they don't have the intelligence to use a key. They could have just left the key in the same room as the door and they wouldn't know how to use it. They didn't have to put it on the other side of the police station. But there are always reasons for why everything is scattered all over the place in Resident Evil. Anyway, here's a unique room. It's a dark room. If we have film, we can develop it. I don't have any film right now. What I do have over here is an ink ribbon, and I can use that to save my game. Sure, let's use it. I'll create a new game. There we go. You might notice that there are 2 games called Leon Max, Claire Max. If we were to load those up, the game would be the same, except in the item box would be an infinite rocket launcher, an infinite machine gun, and an infinite Gatling gun. Those were just there when I first started the game. I guess we'll probably take a look at that at some point. But as for right now, that's probably enough for Resident Evil 2. We'll be back next time as, well, what are we doing? We're like going, we're still going through the police station first floor. I mean, we haven't really done anything else. There are some stairs outside the save room, so we'll be going up to the second floor. Still, we're in the early stages of searching the police station. We know that there's an exit that will go out to the sewers. But we don't know where that is. We just know it's locked and that there's a key on the other side of the station. So we'll continue finding our way through Resident Evil 2 next time.